And another night of not nearly enough sleep. So it was supposed to rain last night per the forecast, at least the one I saw earlier in the day. So I get here, I put my tent fly up. Unfortunately, the place I found is stealth. There's rocks everywhere. The ground isn't soft enough to be able to get stakes in. So I did my best using rocks to kind of stake things out. But the problem with the Nemo Hornet is it's semi-freestanding, and there's no way to keep that tent fly from endlessly flapping unless you have stakes, and you can really just crank it like I was able to at Big Pine Key. So it just flapped all night. Eventually after midnight I just said screw it, and I had to take it off because I wasn't getting any sleep. Also heard voices twice and ended up getting a little bit nervous somebody was about to come find me, even though my spot is pretty remote here. But yeah, it seems like I haven't had a good night's sleep since I arrived in Florida. I really can't wait to get out of the Keys and get into some proper wilderness. Also, the 2 20-mile days really ripped my feet up. I mean, road walking tends to be harder on me anyway. So I'm having to basically elaborately tape my feet. I've got some pretty significant blisters, which sucks. I missed the feet I had on the PCT. Seems like all my calluses and whatnot got worn down by going to the beach and diving while I was back home. So yeah. So as you can hear in the background, there's a whole hell of a lot of traffic this morning. Time to pack up and see if I can sneak back to the road without being seen. I just started to pack up, and now's when it starts raining on me. Can't win. So in my best attempt to get my fly actually held down, you can see I found some little rocks, but there weren't many of them. So I ended up using my water bottle since it at least had some weight to it. I had 2 of them, so I was able to stake out the end. And it worked, but like I said, it just flapped so much I couldn't even get to sleep. More couscous. Okay, for better or worse, back on the quote-unquote trail. So if you're wondering why a lot of these large vegetated areas won't work for stealth camping, you see the swamp water? Half the time it's either swamp or the ocean's right there. Hey, free flip-flop. Damn it. So I think the lesson of this trip so far is it was a mistake to start it right around New Year's. So I'm at Isla Madura, however you pronounce it. I got about 30 miles to a campground, which that has spots, but I ain't making 30 miles on my feet. Stealth options are kind of limited through here, and so I thought, well, hell, maybe just get another hotel. They're $300. And considering the quality of the one that I just paid $200 for, really not wanting to do that. But when it comes down to it, the only stealth spot I had marked is literally beside the road, and you can hear how loud that is. Plus, due to the rain and these little biting flies that are all over, I really got to set up my tent. And I was in the bushes last night, and I couldn't even keep my rain fly on because the wind was going so hard. Hey. Really looking forward to getting on the Florida Trail proper. Faster than the northbound traffic here at times. Another example of something that would be useful if it was at the right time. So it seems pretty often it's kind of swampy in there. Gas station water stop. Just had a couple of people run past me on bikes who were doing the entire ride from Key West. Which I have to admit, having done 80 some miles of it, the only way you get me doing it again would be on a bike, at least so far. Anyway, after a whole hell of a lot of debate, we decided to pay the exorbitant prices for a hotel and ended up at the Fisher Inn. I got there, I was talking to the people at the front desk, and lo and behold, they upgraded me to a suite. So I am actually on the top floor corner and I have an ocean view out there. So I'm just sitting here. I had dinner delivered by Uber Eats. I made coffee with their Keurig, and you can see my laundry drying out there after I did it in the sink earlier, like a true thru hiker. Also, things are starting to look up, which is good because I was not in a real good place this morning. I will be at a campground tomorrow after about 15 miles, and then it looks like I'll actually be off of the one and onto the canal. So that's good news, finally away from all this crap that I'm not enjoying that much. Only downside is it looks like the water starts to be agricultural runoff, so trying to figure out how to deal with that currently. Yay, Florida. Anyway, at least I got tonight. And here's to a much better day. And to dry laundry. Oh. Okay, time to get back to it. Oh look, the traffic waited for me. Back on the road. Just 2 more days and then I'm to the canal, which isn't the end of road walking, but it's at least the end of the Keys, which is something. So that guy thought what I was doing was so cool, he wanted a picture with me. I'm building viewers, one person at a time. Because it's freaking hot. Considering how warm it's been today, I'd be okay with it raining on me. Free meal? No. So not only is there traffic, not only is the scenery not so great in the middle of these islands, but there's really not many places to stop. I mean, unless you want to go eat someplace, and like, this is one of the few I've seen that has outdoor seating that I feel comfortable with. A lot of the times it's indoor and you look in the window and people are just packed in elbow to elbow, and I'm really not comfortable going in there with everything going on COVID-wise. During some of the sections, there's been, parks here and there with benches. That's been nice. Today, it's been sitting under one of these little trees you can see up ahead and around the side of a CVS. Also, have I mentioned I'm really, really sick of traffic noise? Okay, I just resupplied for what I hope will last me about 4 days. I grabbed some extra bottles, so I have around 2 gallons of capacity, so hopefully I can get through that canal section without drinking any of the ag water. And even got some anti-friction cream because I'm having issues with these damn shorts. My replacements are going to be kind of hard to get. We'll see. And home sweet home for the night. A lot happier with the campsite rather than trying to stealth, especially out here. But it does kind of hurt to have to pay $80 for a patch of dirt. Let's see how it is. Home sweet home for the night.